So the first thing that I want to recommend for anyone who's going through a difficult situation when it comes to training or, just like anything in life is to set an intention. Sometimes when we show up in life and we don't have an intention, it's harder because we don't even know why we're doing what we're doing.
Welcome to the Bek and Siri show.
And here at Team Sirius Tri Club, it's not just about swim, bike, run. It's about who you become. On our show, we don't just talk to you about swimming, cycling and running.
We talk about mindset. We talk about fearless authenticity and being your very best self.
Hey there, Cam here from Team Sirius. This week on the live chat, we've got Maricarmen Farias to talk to us about training with intention. She also takes us through some swim drills. Now, she demonstrates some of the drills here, so I'm going to paste in the link to the YouTube video of those in case you want to check those out. And if you're listening to this before the end of Monday the 2nd of December, we're still having our Black Friday sale, so you get half price off an annual membership plus a free premium training plan. To check that out, you can go to teamsiriustriclub.com/Black-Friday.
Hello everyone, good evening. Coach Maricarmen here. I hope everyone is having an amazing week. So I just received a text from Bek, and I want to apologize for Bek and Siri for not being here today. They just had a situation today. So just send them so much love, so many blessings. And I'm here today. I have nothing planned. So please feel free to ask questions if you have any. I went through the group to see if there were any questions. So I'm just going to try to answer those that I saw. And if you guys have any questions right now, feel free to post. And yeah, I want to start first by welcoming all our new members. I have no idea who the new members are, but just know that we are super happy to have you here on the team. We are happy to learn more about you and just to welcome you with open arms and to know that we are all in here in this together to make our dreams come true and just to, make this an amazing time. So share more about yourself, share more about your story, and we would be more than happy to learn a little bit more about you. And the other thing I want to do also is congratulate everyone who raced this weekend. It doesn't matter what distance you did. I want to congratulate you for crossing that finish line. Maybe you didn't cross that finish line. I also want to congratulate you because what matters is that you show up every single day and that you give your best, and that's all that we can do. And I also want to, let's see, I made a little note here. So I know that Kim completed an Ironman, so congratulations, Kim, and also Amy. That is such an amazing achievement that, to be honest, I haven't even been brave enough to do that because it scares the hell out of me. So congratulations for such an amazing achievement. We are all super proud of you. Now, let's get straight into this. And one of the questions that I saw that actually Bek did such an amazing job in answering that question is about drills. So what drills you can do and samples about that. So the first thing that I want to say, I personally think that the drills that you do should be drills that are going to help you with your swimming. So let's say you're struggling with breathing, then it's better that you do drills that will help you become better with breathing. Or maybe it has to do with your stroke. So if it's related to improving your stroke, then it is recommended that you do drills that are going to help you with your stroke. So one of the things that I see most athletes struggling with is actually breathing. So let's see if this works. But one drill that I really like, it's called, I don't even know what it's called, but it's like the delayed stroke, so that you know when you should be completing the stroke. And it goes somewhere like, when you're swimming, you're doing like this motion. So pretty much the delayed stroke. So you go here, and when your arm is here, you slow down, and this is the cue that this arm has to now move back. So you sort of like go like this. And then when your arm is here, this is the cue that this arm needs to start coming here so that this one goes straight. Because a lot of people take a lot of time, with the timing of the stroke. So that's really going to help you get a quicker stroke rate. So that was actually not related to breathing. That's related to having a quicker stroke rate. So that's really going to help you. And I hope that makes sense. I will try to do this at the pool so that I can show you. But again, this drill is really going to help you to create that muscle memory so that whenever you're swimming, you know that when your arm is here and this one is straight, this is when it's time for this arm to move back so that you can have a faster stroke rate. Now, when it comes to breathing, and another pretty good drill is actually if you hold onto the wall and then you just place your head down and then you practice lifting your head to 11 and 1 so that you're not like turning your head up or turning your head down, because your head should be in neutral position. And then when you're swimming, you're like, in this position, you shouldn't be lifting your head because that's going to cause your hips to drop. So if you hold onto the wall when you're swimming and you have your head down, you can just start kicking, and then you can start practicing lifting your head, not like turning your head, not lifting your head, so that you feel how your legs are going to start moving depending on how you're moving your head. So that's a drill that's going to help you a lot with breathing. Let's see, what else do I have here? So like I said, I have nothing planned for today, and I didn't see many questions. If you guys have questions, let me know. I do want to share a little bit about just an experience that I had last week. Yeah, so last week I took a full week off, and during that week, it was tough, especially because I have a race in 2 weeks. So it was hard for me to take that week off, but I absolutely needed it just because I was not feeling my best. Like every workout that I was doing, I was struggling a little bit. And I'm sharing this with you because I know that a lot of us go through that, especially towards the end of the season. So some of the things that I did that actually helped me first was acknowledging that I needed to take a rest, even though I have an upcoming race. And sometimes that's really hard to do, but that's why having a coach is so amazing, because you have someone that you can communicate with and someone that can hold you accountable, not only when you're doing great, but also when you need a break, because sometimes we think that in order to get the results that we want, we have to be go, 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 go all the time. But rest is so important, and it is important that you include that on your training, and that sometimes you take those weeks off when you're feeling absolutely exhausted. So the first thing that I want to recommend for anyone who's going through a difficult situation when it comes to training, or just like anything in life, is to set an intention. Sometimes when we show up in life and we don't have an intention, it's harder because we don't even know why we're doing what we're doing. So if we sit down and we're like, what's my intention for this workout? What's my intention for whatever you're doing? It's going to give you clarity, and it's going to help you, give you that motivation that you need so that you can actually show up in a better state. The second thing is looking at the bigger picture. So sometimes we are, just doing one workout. So we're like, just looking at the small picture and not remembering why is it that we do what we do. So when we look at the big picture and we remind ourselves what our goals are, that is really going to allow us to also find that motivation so that we can keep going when we're going through a difficult time. And if you ask yourself, where do I want to be a month from now, a year from now, and you are clear on your goals, it's going to be easier for you to show up for yourself, rather than if you're just like showing up and focusing on that specific moment rather than focusing on where you want to be. Because sometimes on the moment we might not feel our greatest, but then if we focus on where we want to be, that's going to feel better because our focus is going to change on the things we want to accomplish and the person we want to become. So that's just something that has worked for me whenever I'm not feeling my best. And then the third thing that I said at the beginning is communication. I urged you guys to use this group. I love whenever there are questions asked about training and about all this, swim technique and biking and running, but also know that this group is for you guys to share how you're feeling. If you're going through a hard time, do not think that you are the only one that goes through hard times. And by sharing that and being vulnerable, other people are going to be able to relate to you, and other people are going to be able to share their experiences so that you can actually implement that in your life and in your training. Because just as Bek and Siri say all the time, this is not about the swim, bike, and run, but on who you become. And sometimes this journey is not easy, because life is not easy, but that doesn't mean it's bad. Because on those hard moments that we have, it's actually when we learn, when we grow, and when we become our best selves. So just know that whatever you're going through right now, there is a lesson for you to be learned. So be in the moment, be present, set an intention, remember what your big goals are, and just focus on that. Do not focus on how you're feeling right now, because again, right now you might not be feeling your best. But how about if you focus on how you want to feel in a month from now, like when that race is coming or when that event you're having is coming? Focus on that, find the motivation there, and I promise you that when you change your focus, your whole world is going to change. And learn to listen to your body. Remember that the more care you take of yourself, your body's going to take care of you. So sometimes if you need to take a break, it's okay. I promise you, the world will not fall if you take a break. And taking that break is actually going to help you feel better. But do not allow that time off to be a time where you're just like being mean to yourself and not taking care of yourself. Use that time to do the things that you don't get to do when you're training or when you're working. Go do all of those things that sometimes you don't have time to do, because it is important that you take care of yourself, because the better you feel mentally, the better you will perform physically. So remember that showing in a powerful state, it's going to be the best thing that you can do for your training. It's not the same when you show up with your problems to training or to life or to work, that when you show up with an attitude of what you want to achieve in the future. So be clear, guys. I encourage all of you to write your goals down. Write down what you want to accomplish so that you know where you're going. And with the training that we provide to you guys, that's going to be a roadmap to help you get there. But you have to know where you want to go. What's your final destination and why? Knowing why it's important to you to get there, it's also going to be extremely important, because sometimes we just focus on training, but we forget that it's important that we show up with a positive attitude. And it is important that whatever we accomplish actually makes us better and makes us inspire the people around us. So that's what I have to share with you guys. Some of the learnings that I had after taking a week off and just reflecting and, using that time to really take care of myself. And I just wanted to share with you guys. So let's see. I'm not seeing any questions here. Hi, Janet. Hi, Debbie. Hello, Octavio, Nancy, Kim. Thank you guys for watching. Let's see. And if you guys have anything to add, I would love to hear more about your goals, more about, what you guys have planned for the next season. If you guys have finished your season, if you guys have any upcoming races or anything fun coming up. And also remember, guys, that we have a camp coming up in January. So if you have any questions about that, also you can post on the group so we can answer any questions that you have. It's going to be on January 4th and 5th, I believe, and it's going to be amazing. I have to tell you that the time I was on camp, it was great. Having that one-on-one attention is just amazing, and having someone to look at your swim, to look at your run, and look at your bike, it's just great because you'll go from camp just better in 2 days. So I would highly recommend that if you have the opportunity to come to camp, you take that into consideration because it is an amazing experience. I do have an upcoming race, like I was saying, on December 8th. I'm gonna do La Quinta, so I'm really excited about that. I hear it's gonna be a little chilly, so I'm a little nervous about that, but it is what it is. And again, I mean, not all races are going to go as we planned, as we intend, and it's not going to be perfect, but I know that I'm going to get some learning from that, and I'm going to get a different experience from that. So I'm just looking forward to giving my best and ending the season amazing. So that's what it's all about. Let's see. So anyone racing Texas 70.3? I actually don't know of anyone who's doing that race. And another thing we're planning on doing, because we really want to get more engagement from the team, is actually, getting better at knowing who will be going to each race so that we can all get together and all get to know each other, because there's been times that we go to races and then when we're back, we're like, oh my God, I didn't know you were there. So we're really working on getting better in having like lists, and we're trying to figure out a system so that we know who's going to be going to each race so that we can actually make it easier for everyone to get to know each other and cheer one another. Oh my God, Nancy, that is amazing. Congratulations. First 5K open water swim. That is so great. Congratulations. Where are you going to be swimming? That's so cool. So it seems like Adam Hill will be in Tulsa. Great. Thank you, Debbie. I am excited. I've never been to California before, so I'm definitely looking forward. And then I'm headed to San Diego for a couple of days, so I'm excited about that. Let's see. So any tips on super cold water swimming for those racing in winter? So for swimming in cold weather, I would definitely recommend, if you can get Neoprene, I think that's how it's pronounced, cap. That's something great. And you can also get the booties. And I will definitely recommend that also, if you can warm up before starting, that would be great. Not in the water, but actually if you can do it outside, because if you go in the water and then you go outside and it's pretty cold, that might not be so smart. So just trying to warm up before you get in the water, that would be a good idea. And I remember Siri saying something that when she was in a very cold race, she just like, and this sounds a little brutal, but I remember she was saying that she would keep her head inside for as long as she could, because she would see like people, just like getting out of the water and trying to, like get a little warmer, but instead she like kept her head in the water for as long as she could, and her face was like adapting more to the cold rather than just like sticking your head out and then just like your body not adapting as fast. So I know that's something that Siri recommended whenever she did a very cold race. But honestly, I mean, just make sure you have the proper gear and just swim as fast as you can so that you can be finished faster. So yeah, I mean, I would say the first thing is just to make sure that you have the proper attire so that you can do the swim on cold weather. Let's see. Are there designated 2020 team races? Not that I know, but we will let you guys know if we have any team designated races. Let's see if we have more questions here. And going back to the cold swimming, another thing is like you want to make sure you keep moving. So avoid, like stopping, because the faster, like I mean it, like if you try to go faster, like that means like keep moving instead of just like, trying to stay still, because the less you move, the least heat you're going to be creating. So that's definitely going to make you a little bit colder. Let's see. Any other questions, guys? So Janet, I am actually registered for Boulder 70.3, and I think that would be an absolutely amazing idea. But I would highly recommend that everyone who's interested in doing Boulder signs up as soon as possible, because I think it's on tier 3 already. And I know Gabby is doing Boulder too. And I mean, Siri and Bek are here. So I think that's definitely easier to get, to make sure they're going to be here. So I think that would be a great idea. Nancy, definitely keep us updated on that swim so that we can be cheering you. And it sounds like that's going to be great in Canada. Oh, that's great. I actually need to look into that, because I hear that the swimming in California is going to be, I think right now it's like 59 or something like that. So I think it's going to be interesting. Yeah, I know, that's crazy. It's selling out super fast. The other thing I want to encourage you guys to do is to post your videos, swimming, running mostly. We would be more than happy to, just have a look at them, because I think I've talked about this in another video, a live video that I did, but having a good form, it's extremely important, not just for better performance, but to avoid injury. So if you're running pretty much 3 to 4 times a week, and you're doing it with a bad form, that's not super smart. It's not going to make you faster, and it might lead you to have injury. So it's very important that you're always focusing on your form, especially during those, well, I mean, always, but when you have those like very long, easy workouts, I would always say focus on your form, because you're like, oh, I'm getting bored because it's like an easy 3-hour ride. Well, use that ride to really focus on your pedaling. Like if you're on a bike, are you pushing? Are you pulling? How's your position? Are you feeling comfortable? How are you breathing? Like focus on all of those things that you're not thinking about when you're going hard, because when you're going hard, that's the only thing you should be focusing on. And by practicing your form, then you can ensure that you're being more efficient, which will make it feel easier. And then you're also not going to be prone to injury. So I'm just looking at Josh video, so that's why I thought of that. And I just wanted to share that. So also make sure that you check out the deals that we have going on for Quintana Roo. It seems like they're having an amazing sale for Black Friday. So if you guys are looking to get a bike, definitely go check that out. And I think that's it, guys. If you don't have any other questions, I'm gonna end this chat. And if any other questions come up, definitely feel free to ask on the group, and me or any of the other coaches will help you out. So hope you enjoyed the chat today. It was like super improvised, but we made it work. So that's all that matters. I hope everyone has an amazing day. Make this week count, and really take into consideration the things that I talked about. Set an intention for your workout. Look at your goals every single day and enjoy it. Remember that we are doing this for us to become better, to enjoy life more, to be healthier. So remember to always be grateful to your body, to yourself, to your family, and all of those people that are supporting you. Have an amazing day, guys, and thank you for watching.
Hi there, Cam here again. Thanks for listening, and don't forget, if you're listening to this before the end of Monday the 2nd of December, we've still got our Black Friday Cyber Monday deal going on. We can get a half-price annual membership plus a free premium training plan. You can access that at teamsiriustryclub.com/Black-Friday, or just look in the show notes and I'll paste in the link.